Hi, Professor. Thank you so much for meeting with me, and I'm super excited to talk to you about MyPsychLab for your Feldman text. Now, I know that we have previously discussed how sometimes you feel that your students aren't fully engaged, they're not coming to class prepared, and even though you require them to read the text and to come to class prepared to discuss the topics, they don't always follow through. So I wanted to show you a few key features quickly in MyPsychLab that can really assist you with engaging those students and having them come to class prepared, and also assisting your students in getting a better grade in your course and really understanding the material that you're covering. One of the first things that I want to show you is my virtual life. Now, while MyPsychLab is available for other psych courses like your abnormal, your intro psych, your social psych, etc., my virtual life is now in MyPsychLab, and it is used for the lifespan courses mainly. And it really is like two simulations in one. The first simulation, the student raises a child from birth to 18, and it makes parenting decisions. And you know how the child is raised is based on those decisions that the student chooses. The second half of the simulation is more like first person, where they're making decisions based on their own life and how things would turn out for them. Now, my virtual life is assignable, and your students will log in and you will provide them with a course ID, so they're auto filtered into your grade book and into your course, so you'll see them here. So it's very similar to the grade book in MyPsychLab, where you can filter through assignments and the students, etc. Now, I know that we have previously talked about how you like to require some papers and have the students, do some writing, but sometimes you have issues with plagiarism. Well, let me show you my writing space. It's pretty new to MyPsychLab, and it is really awesome because it's actually integrated with access to Turnitin. And I know that you're familiar with Turnitin, with it being the global leader in plagiarism prevention. So you can rest assured that when the students turn in their papers, that it has already been checked for plagiarism, and the students themselves know whether or not they passed the plagiarism check. Now, something that is really awesome for instructors is the multimedia library. And really, the multimedia library is a quick access to all of our videos and simulations and different activities, and most of those are assignable. So it gives a lot of really cool assignments that you can choose for grading. It gives the students more practice. You can choose by chapter, section, etc. Let's go and see what we find under the simulations. Now, I know right now you are on the infancy and newborn chapters, so we can scroll down here and find some simulations. How about we check out the stages of sleep? So we'll simply click on the simulation, and it's going to pull up a stage of sleep simulation.
During a typical night, most of us experience 5 stages of sleep. Stages
and the
1,
students can go
2,
through
3,
this simulation,
4,
and
REM
like I
sleep.
said, most of them are assignable. So it's a really great way for you to kind of keep track of how the students are preparing themselves for class. Now, another really cool item for you as the instructor is our class prep. And it is our online searchable database. And it's pretty much like the best of our instructor resources, so it's a really cool tool to have in your back pocket. And within the class prep, you'll have access to text, videos, lecture activities, demos, and you can also even upload YouTube videos. So you can share these with your class, you can make little presentations, and you can save them so you can use them over and over again. And you know that this is quality material based on, our textbooks and academic materials. So you're not having to go out and find things on Wikipedia, etc. So that's a really cool tool that we can talk about later and really dive into if that's something that you're interested in using. Now let me show you some of the key assignments. This is really cool as well. So we'll go to the instructor grade and assignments section and assign content. because I want to show you there's two different styles of assignments. You have the choice of either using one of our hundreds of pre-uploaded assignments, which are really easy to get to. And again, we will go to the birth and newborn section since that's where you are in class. And let's check out the media assignments. And the labor video looks like it could be very interesting, so we'll pull that up. And the students watch this video.
Once just a single-celled zygote, now a genetic marvel of over 10 trillion.
And then they also will begin a quiz after they finish the video. And this filters right into your gradebook, so it's no work on your part. You just assign it, and the students complete the assignment, and it populates into your gradebook. And the second style of assignments are the ones that you can create your own or upload your own. So you just simply go to the course materials and choose add course materials, and you can create all of these different styles of assignments, or you can add them if you already have something created. You can add it right here. So it's, once again, a really great way that you can customize your course. You don't have to use everything that is loaded into MyPsychLab. You can really customize it and make it yours if you have certain assignments that you've used for a while or that you really enjoy. So that's a really cool feature as well. And back under the instructor grades and assignments is the gradebook. I want to point out the gradebook because this is a really customizable feature of the PsychLab. And as soon as this pulls up here, because there's a lot of layers to the gradebook. It is really fully customizable now, and so you can really drill down and find desired chapters, drill down to assignments, or choose to filter by student. So you can really drill down and find exactly the content that you're looking for within your gradebook. And it looks like it's taking a minute to load the gradebook, so we can come back to that later. So what questions do you have just with this really quick overview of MyPsychLab that we could further talk about over a training session with maybe some of your other instructors and colleagues? There's a lot more in here that I would love to show you, but that is, kind of like the meat and potatoes and the really key features that I love to show and that my instructors have also shown a lot of interest in. If you'd like, we can set up a training session with your other colleagues and we can go into this further, because I have a feeling that this is really going to satisfy a lot of the needs of your colleagues and your students as well.